everyone, and welcome to Sally and Bytes. Today, I am here to teach Chapter 6, Strings in Python, Part 3 for the Class 11 students of Computer Science. In this video, we are going to discuss about string methods and built-in functions and practical implementation. So let's dive in and get started. Let's discuss about string methods and built-in functions. Python provides a wide range of built-in functions and methods that are specifically designed to work with strings. These functions and methods allow you to perform various operations on strings, such as manipulating their content, searching for specific patterns, extracting substrings, and more. Built-in functions or string manipulation functions are predefined in Python programming language and are readily available for use. Syntax is string.object.function name. Let's understand all the string methods and built-in functions one by one. Let's learn about the built-in function, len function. This method returns the length of the string. The length of the string means the number of characters the string holds. The syntax is len. Let's look at example 1. In this code, the len function is used to determine the length of the string, Sally and Bytes, which contains 14 characters, including spaces. The length of the string is then printed to the console using the print function. Always remember, the length of the string starts or counted from natural number 1 and also includes spaces or other special symbols in the count. Now, look at example 2. In this code, the len function is used to determine the length of the string. This is Sam's car, which contains 18 characters. The string includes spaces, letters, punctuation marks. Here, you have to note that / character with the single quotes are counted as one character. The length of the string is then printed to the console using the print function. Let's see the third example. This code print of len of true will raise a type error because the len function cannot be directly applied to a Boolean value like true. The len function is typically used to determine the length of iterable objects, such as strings, lists, tuples, or dictionaries. Since true is not an iterable object, trying to apply len directly to it will result in a type error. A sequence is a container with ordered items. Lists, tuples, and strings are 3 of the basic built-in sequences in Python. You can find the length of a sequence by calling len function. In example 4, len function is used in lists. The lists, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, are enclosed in square brackets. So, output of len of working_days is 3. In example 5, len function is used in tuples. Tuples, 3.30 and -0.1 are enclosed in parentheses. Output of len of values is 2. Example 6. Another built-in data type that you'll use often is the dictionary. In a dictionary, each item consists of a key-value pair. When you use a dictionary as an argument for len, the function returns the number of items in the dictionary. In example 6, len function is used in dictionaries. Output of len of age is 3. Dictionary are enclosed in curly braces. The function len always returns an integer as it's counting the number of items in the object that you pass to it. The function returns 0 if the argument is an empty sequence. Let's see some examples. In example 7, 8, 9 and 10, you can find the length of an empty dictionary, empty string, an empty list, and an empty tuple. The function returns 0 in each case. In example 11, this range of numbers includes the integers from 1 to 19 with increments of 2. The length of a range object can be determined from the start, stop, and step values. Let's learn about the built-in function, capitalize function. This method returns the exact copy of the string with the first letter in uppercase. Syntax is str.capitalize. Here str is the string. str denotes the string that is needed to be capitalized. Note that Python capitalize function does not contain any parameters. Let's see an example. In example 1, the capitalize method in Python converts the first character of a string to uppercase and leaves the rest of the characters unchanged. In this case, G is converted to uppercase G, and the rest of the string remains the same. You can check the output on the console. Now look at example 2. One important thing to note is that if the string has its first character as capital letter, in this case, the function will return the original string only. So, in string good morning, the first letter is already capitalized. So the output returns the original string only. You can check the output on the console. Next built-in function is the split function. This method breaks up a string at the specified separator and returns a list of substrings. Syntax is str.split of separator, max split. The split method takes a maximum of 2 parameters. One of the parameter is the separator and the other parameter is the max split. Here, the separator parameter is optional. The separator is a delimiter. The string splits at the specified separator. If the separator is not specified, any white space, that is space, new line, string is a separator. The next parameter max split is also optional. The max split defines the maximum number of splits. The default value of max split is -1, which means no limit on the number of splits. Let's see example 1. String split, with parameters provided. Look at the Python code. The code str2 equals str1.split of exclamatory mark splits the string str1 into a list of substrings based on the exclamation mark. Each substring is separated wherever the exclamation mark is encountered. The split method in Python is used to split a string into a list of substrings based on a specified delimiter. In this case, the exclamation mark is used as the delimiter. The resulting list str2 contains 2 elements, welcome and to our Salyan bytes tutorial, which are the substrings obtained after splitting the original string at the exclamation mark. So you can see, the output displayed on the console as 2 substrings, welcome is 1 substring and to our Salyan bytes tutorial is another substring. Let's see another example. String split with no parameters provided. Now, look at the Python code. The code str2 equals str1.split of space character splits the string str1 into a list of substrings based on the space character. Each substring is separated wherever a space is encountered. The split method in Python is used to split a string into a list of substrings based on a specified delimiter. In this case, the space character is used as the delimiter. The resulting list str2 contains 6 elements, welcome, to our Salyan bytes and tutorial, which are the substrings obtained after splitting the original string at the spaces. Python string replace is an built-in function. This function replaces all the occurrences of the old string with the new string. It is used to replace a specified phrase or string with another phrase or string and returns the result after replacement. This method does not modify the original string. This method basically returns a copy of a string where all occurrences of its substring are replaced by some other substring. It replaces the old substring with the new substring and returns the copy of the string. One thing to remember is that it does not modify the original string. This method comes under the category of class str. There are 3 parameters of replace function. Old value. It is a mandatory attribute used to specify the substring that is needed to be searched. New value. It is a mandatory attribute that is used to specify the value we need to replace. Count. It is an optional parameter and is a number that is used to specify how many occurrences of the old value you want to replace. Let's see example 1. In this code, the replace method is called on the string str. It takes two arguments: the substring to be replaced, beginners, and the replacement substring, intermediate. The replace method scans the string and replaces all occurrences of the first argument with the second argument. In this case, it replaces the substring beginners with intermediate. So the output prints the modified string as Python learning for intermediate. Let's see example 2. Python string replace function using count parameter. When we use count parameter, then it is used to specify how many occurrences of the old value you want to replace. In this code, the replace method is called on the string str. It takes three arguments: the substring to be replaced, beginners, the replacement substring, intermediate, and the maximum number of replacements to perform, 2 in this case. The replace method scans the string and replaces the first two occurrences of the first argument with the second argument. The third argument limits the number of replacements to 2. Finally, the modified string, replace string, is printed, which shows the original string with the first two occurrences of beginners replaced with intermediate. You can check the output on the console. Python string find is an inbuilt function. This function is used to search the first occurrence of the substring in the given string. If you are finding a substring that exists inside a string, then this function returns the index of the first occurrence of the string. If the substring does not exist in a string, then the function returns -1. The syntax is str.findOf sub, start, end. Here, sub is the substring which needs to be searched in the given string. Start is starting position where substring is to be checked within the string. End is the end position, which is the index of the last value for specified range. Let's see an example. Example 1. In this code, the find method is called on the string word. It takes one argument, which is the substring you want to search for, global in this case. In this example, since the substring global is found at the beginning of the string, the find method returns the index 0. Example 2. In this code, the find method is called on the string word. It takes one argument, which is the substring you want to search for, global in this case. In this example, since the lowercase substring global is not found within the string global warming, the find method returns -1, indicating that the substring is not present in the string. Example 3. This code searches for the first occurrence of the character L, starting from index 4 in the string global warming using the find method. The find method is called on the string word. It takes two arguments: the substring or character you want to search for, L in this case, and the starting index from which the search should begin, for in this case. Now, look at the picture. Starting from index 4, the first occurrence of the character L is found at index 5. Hence, the find method returns the index 5. Example 4. This code is using the find method to search for the substring AR in the string global warming, starting from index 4. In this case, the substring AR is found starting from index 8 in the word global warming. Therefore, the value of result is 8. Example 5. This code is using the find method to search for the character M in the substring of the string global warming that is between the indices 11 and 13, exclusive. In this case, the substring between indices 11 and 13 exclusive, the character M is not present in this substring, so the find method returns -1. Python string index method is used to return the index of a substring if it is found inside a string. In case if the substring is not there inside the string, then this method raises an exception. This method basically returns the index of the first occurrence of the value we are searching in a string. In the case of non-existence of substring inside a string, value or exception is raised. The syntax is str.index of substring, start, end. Here, substring is a required parameter and is used to specify the value which is to be searched. Start is an optional parameter and is used to specify where the search starts. Its default value is 0. End is an optional parameter used to specify where to end the search. The default value is to the end of the string. Let's see an example. Example 1. The index method in Python is used to find the index of a substring within a given string. It takes two optional arguments that specify the start and end indices for the search. In this case, the index method is called on the string str1 and is passed the arguments n, 3, and 12. This means that it will search for the first occurrence of the letter n within the substring of str1 starting at index 3 and ending at index 12, exclusive. The output indicates that the first occurrence of the letter n within the specified substring range is at index 4. Let's see another example. Example 2. This is an example of value not existing inside the string. In this code, the index method is called on the string str1 and is passed the argument z, indicating that we want to find the index of the letter z within the string. However, since the letter z is not present in the string str1, a value error will be raised. This error occurs because the index method cannot find the specified substring within the string. When you run the given code, the output will be value error, substring not found. Now it's time to see the difference between find function and index function. Both these methods are same, but there is a major difference in case if the substring does not exist in the string. If we use the Python find method, then it will return -1. On the other hand, if we are using the Python index, then it will raise value error exception. Python string is appla returns true if a given string consists of alphabets only. String is alpha is an inbuilt method for string handling. It returns true only if all characters of a string are alphabets, both uppercase and lowercase, only. One thing to note is white space is not considered as an alphabet, thus if there is a white space in string then this method returns false for that string. The syntax is str. is alpha. You have to note that, from the syntax it is clear that this method does not take any parameters. If any parameter will be passed then it will raise an error. Now, look at example 1. The variable, string1, holds the string, welcome to Sally Ann Bytes, without any spaces. The isalpha method in Python is used to check if a string consists only of alphabetic characters. In this case, the string1 contains alphabetic characters, so the isalpha method will return true. You can check the output on the console. Now, look at example 2. The variable, string2, holds the string, welcome to Sally Ann Bytes, with spaces. The isalpha method in Python is used to check if a string consists only of alphabetic characters. In this case, the string2 contains spaces, which are non-alphabetic characters. Therefore, the isalpha method will return false. You can check the output on the console. Now, look at example 3. The variable, string3, holds the string, welcome to Sally Ann Bytes, with special characters and spaces. The isalpha method in Python is used to check if a string consists only of alphabetic characters. In this case, the string3 contains special characters, dots and exclamation marks, as well as spaces, which are non-alphabetic characters. Therefore, the isalpha method will return false. You can check the output on the console. The isalnum method returns true if all the characters are alphanumeric, that is, alphabet letters uppercase A to Z, lowercase a to Z, and numbers 0 to 9. No special characters are allowed. This method also doesn't take any parameters. The syntax is str.isalnum. Let's see some examples. Example 1. The variable my_string1 holds the string Sally Ann Bytes 123 without spaces. The is-alpha method in Python is used to check if a string consists only of alphanumeric characters. In this case, the string, my_string1 contains both alphabetic characters and numbers, so the is-alpha method will return true. You can check the output on the console. Now, look at example 2. The variable, my_string2 holds the string Sally and bytes at 123 with special characters and spaces. The is-alpha method in Python is used to check if a string consists only of alphanumeric characters. In this case, the string, my_string2 contains spaces, as well as a special character, @ which are non-alphanumeric characters. Therefore, the is-alpha method will return false. You can check the output on the console. The isDigit function returns true if the string contains only digits, otherwise false. The syntax is str.isDigit. Let's see some examples. Example 1. The variable str1 holds the string 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The isDigit method in Python is used to check if a string consists only of digits. In this case, the string str1 contains only digits, so the isDigit method will return true. You can check the output on the console. Example 2. The variable str2 holds the string a123 space b456. The isDigit method in Python is used to check if a string consists only of digits. In this case, the string str2 contains letters a and b, as well as spaces, which are non-digit characters. Therefore, the isDigit method will return false. You can check the output on the console. The title function returns the string with the first letter of every word in the string in uppercase and rest in lowercase. This method mainly returns a copy of string whose first letter is in uppercase and rest all letters are in lowercase, then the whole string is known as title cased string. The syntax is str.title. Let's see some examples. In example 1. The variable str holds the string. This is the best place to learn coding. The title method in Python is used to convert a string into title case, where the first character of each word is capitalized and the rest of the characters are in lowercase. In this case, the string str is converted to title case using the title method. So the output will be. Now look at the output 1 on the console. The title method capitalizes the first character of each word in the string, while the remaining characters are converted to lowercase. Let's see example 2. In this case, the string str1, 34, cross street is converted to title case using the title method. Now look at output 2 on the console. In this case, the number 34 foot is not affected by the title method, and only the first character C in cross and S in street are capitalized. Let's see example 3. In this case, the string str2, Sally and bytes is converted to title case using the title method. Now look at output 3 on the console. The output shows the string str2 in title case, where S and B are capitalized, and the rest of the characters are in lowercase. The count method searches the specified substring in the string and returns the number of occurrences of that substring in the given string. This method mainly returns an integer that specifies the count of the occurrence of a substring in a string. The syntax is str.count of substring, start, end. Here, substring is a mandatory parameter used to specify the string whose count is to be found. Start is an optional parameter used to specify the starting index of the string from where our search starts. If we do not give start index, then searching starts from index 0. End is an optional parameter used to specify the ending index of the string where the search ends. If we do not give the end index, the searching ends at the length of the string. Let's see some examples. Example 1. The count method in Python returns the number of occurrences of a substring within a given string. In this case, we are counting the number of occurrences of the substring every in the string str1, which is we will work hard every day, every week and every year until the job is done. The substring every appears 3 times in the string. So the output is 3. In example 2. In this case, we are searching for the substring every within the string str2, but only considering the portion of the string from index 23 to index 35, the substring every appears once. Therefore, the count method returns 1 as the output. String lower method is used to return a copy of a specified string where all case-based characters turned into lowercase. The main aim of this function is to convert the string into lowercase. The syntax is str.lower. Let's see some examples. The lower method in Python converts all uppercase characters in a string to lowercase. In the first example, the string workhard is converted to workhard with all lowercase letters. In the second example, the string workhard is already in lowercase, so it remains unchanged. In the third example, the string workhard is converted to workhard with all lowercase letters. You can check the output on the console. In is lower method. If all case-based characters, letters, of a string are in lowercase, then this method returns true, otherwise returns false. The syntax is str.isLower. Let's see some examples. The isLower method in Python is used to check if all characters in a string are lowercase. In the first example, the string computer science consists of all lowercase characters, so str.isLower returns true. In the second example, the string computer science contains uppercase characters, so str.isLower returns false because not all characters are lowercase. String upper is used to return a copy of a specified string where all case-based characters are in uppercase. The main aim of this function is to convert the string into uppercase. The syntax is str.upper. Let's see some examples. The upper method in Python converts all lowercase characters in a string to uppercase. In the first example, the string learn Python is converted to learn Python with all uppercase letters. In the second example, the string learn Python is already in uppercase, so it remains unchanged. You can check the output on the console. In is upper method. If all case-based characters, letters, of a string are in uppercase, then this method returns true, otherwise returns false. The syntax is str.isUpper. Let's see some examples. The isUpper method in Python is used to check if all characters in a string are uppercase. In the first example, the string welcome consists of all uppercase characters, so str.isUpper returns true. In the second example, the string welcome contains lowercase characters, so str.isUpper returns false because not all characters are uppercase. Python string lstrip function returns the string after removing the spaces from left of the string. The syntax is str.lstrip or str.lstrip of characters. Here, chars is optional, a string specifying the set of characters to be removed from the left. All combinations of characters in the chars argument are removed from the left of the string until left character of the string mismatches. Let's see some examples. The lstrip method in Python is used to remove leading characters from a string. It removes any white space or specific characters specified in the argument from the left, beginning, of the string. In the first example, the string is global warming. The lstrip method removes the leading white space characters, resulting in the output global warming. In the second example, the string is global warming, and the argument passed to lstrip is GLO. It removes the characters G, L, and O from the left of the string, resulting in the output ball warming. In the third example, the string is global warming, and the argument passed to lstrip is OLG. In this case, it removes the characters O, L, and G from the left of the string. After removing these characters, the resulting string is ball warming, which is the output. You can check the output on the console. Python string arc strip function removes all the trailing white spaces from the right of the string. The syntax is str.rstrip or str.rstrip of characters. Here, chars is optional, a string specifying the set of characters to be removed from the right. All combinations of characters in the char's argument are removed from the right of the string until right character of the string mismatches. Let's see some example. The rstrip method in Python is used to remove trailing characters from a string. It removes any white space or specific characters specified in the argument from the right end of the string. In the first example, the string is global warming. The rstrip method removes the trailing white space characters, resulting in the output global warming. Let's see example 2. In this case, the string is computers, and the argument passed to rstrip function is rs. In this case, it removes the characters r and s from the right of the string. After removing these characters, the resulting string is compute, which is the output. You can check the output on the console. Python string strip function returns the string after removing the spaces both on the left and right of the string. The syntax is str.strip. Let's see an example. The strip method in Python is used to remove leading and trailing white space from a string. In this code, str1.strip will remove any leading and trailing spaces from the string str1, Computer Science with Python. You can see the output on the console. Let's see a Python program to accept a string and print the string after capitalizing every other letter in the string. Now, look at the code. This code prompts the user to enter a string, then it performs an alternative capitalization on the string. Line 1. This line prompts the user to enter a string and stores it in the variable str1. Line 2. Length equals len of str1. This line calculates the length of the string str1 and stores it in the variable length. Line 3. This line prints the original string entered by the user. Line 4. str2 equals space character. This line initializes an empty string str2. Line 5. 4, a, in range of 0, length, 2, . This line starts a loop that iterates over the indices of str1 with a step size of 2. It means the loop will consider every other character in the string. Now, let's see. Inside the loop. Line 6, str2 plus equals str1 of a. This line adds the current character at index a from str1 to str2. Now, condition is checked in line 7. If a is less than length minus 1, then go to line 8. str2 plus equals str1 of a plus 1. Upper. This line checks if the current index, a, is less than the length minus 1. If it is, it means there is a character available at index, a, plus 1. In that case, the character at index, a, plus 1 is capitalized using the upper method, and the capitalized character is added to str2. Line 9. This line prints the resulting string after the alternative capitalization. You can check the output on the console. Now, pause the video and work out on your own. Let's see a Python program that reads a line and prints its frequency chart like number of uppercase letters, number of lowercase letters, number of alphabets and number of digits. Let's see the Python code. Line 1. The input function is used to prompt the user to enter a line of text. The input is stored in the variable line. In line 2 and 3, for variables are initialized to keep track of the counts. Lower count and upper count for counting lowercase and uppercase letters, digicount for counting digits, and alpha count for counting alphabets. Line 4. The for loop iterates over each character in the line. Line 5. Inside the loop, the first if statement checks if the current character, A, is a lowercase letter using the isLower method. If it is, the lower count is incremented by 1. Line 7. The next elif statement checks if the current character, A, is an uppercase letter using the isUpper method. If it is, the upper count is incremented by 1. Line 9. The following elif statement checks if the current character, A, is a digit using the isDigit method. If it is, the digit count is incremented by 1. Line 11. The final if statement checks if the current character, A, is an alphabet either lowercase or uppercase, using the isAlpha method. If it is, the alpha count is incremented by 1. After the loop completes, the code prints the counts using the print function. The variables upper count, lower count, alpha count, and digicount are used to display the respective counts. You can check the output on the console. Pause the video and work it by your own. Python string isSpace function returns true if the string contains only white space characters, otherwise returns false. The syntax is str.space. Let's see an example. Example 1. The isSpace method in Python is used to check if a string contains only white space characters. In this case, the string str1 contains only a single whitespace character, so str1.isSpace returns true. Example 2. In this case, the string str2 starts with whitespace characters but also contains the non-whitespace character C. Therefore, str2.isSpace returns false. You can check the output on the console. Python string isTitle function doesn't take any arguments. It returns true if the string is properly title-cased, else returns false if the string is not a title-cased string or an empty string. The syntax is str.isTitle. Let's see some examples. Example 1. In this case, the string we learn Python follows the title case format as each word starts with an uppercase letter. So output is true. Example 2. In this case, the string we learn Python does not follow the title case format as the second word learned starts with a lowercase letter. So the output is false. Example 3. In this case, the string Python does not follow the title case format as all characters are in uppercase. So output is false. Example 4. In this case, the string this is the hashtag symbol follows the title case format as each word starts with an uppercase letter and the other characters are lowercase. So the output is true. You can check the output on the console. Python string join function returns a string in which the string elements have been joined by a string separator. The syntax is str.join of sequence. In sequence, join function takes an argument which is of sequence data type, capable of returning its element one at a time. This method returns a string which is the concatenation of each element of the string and the string separator between each element of the string. Let's see some examples. Example 1. The join method is used to concatenate the elements of an iterable object, such as a string, with a specified separator. In example 1, str1 is a string containing the characters ABCD. The join method is called on the separator string s, which is asterisk, and the str1 string is passed as the argument. The method concatenates each character in str1 with the separator asterisk in between them, resulting in the output. You can check the output, how it is displayed. A asterisk B asterisk C asterisk D. Example 2. str2 is a tuple containing 3 elements, AI, data science, and computer graphics. The join method is called on the separator string s, which is vertical bar symbol, and the str2 tuple is passed as the argument. The method concatenates each element of the tuple with the separator vertical bar symbol in between them, resulting in the output. You can check the output, how it is displayed. AI, vertical bar, data science, vertical bar, computer graphics. Python string swapcase function converts and returns all uppercase characters into lowercase and vice versa of the given string. It does not take any argument. The syntax is str.swapcase. Let's see some examples. Example 1. The swapcase method is used to convert the uppercase characters in a string to lowercase and vice versa. In the first example, str1 is set to Python programming. The swapcase method is called on str1, resulting in the output string where the uppercase p is converted to lowercase p, and the lowercase letters are converted to uppercase and so on. You can check the output, how it is displayed. In the second example, str1 is set to Python. The swapcase method is called on str1, resulting in the output string where all the uppercase characters are converted to lowercase. Since str1 contains only uppercase letters, the output is lowercase letters, Python. You can check the output, how it is displayed. Python string partition, separator, function is used to split the given string using the specified separator and returns a tuple with 3 parts. Substring before the separator, separator itself, a substring after the separator. The syntax is str.partition of separator. Separator argument is required to separate a string. If the separator is not found, it returns the string itself followed by 2 empty strings within parentheses as tuple. Let's see some examples. Example 1. The partition method splits a string into 3 parts based on the first occurrence of a specified separator. In example 1, the separator is work. The method finds the first occurrence of work in str1 and splits the string into 3 parts, hard, work, and leads to success. These parts are returned as a tuple. Remember, tuples are enclosed in parentheses. Look at the output, how it is displayed. In example 2, the partition method is called with the separator, a. It finds the first occurrence of a in str2 and splits the string into 3 parts, I, a, and ma coding lover. These parts are returned as a tuple. Remember, tuples are enclosed in parentheses. Look at the output, how it is displayed. In example 3, the partition method is called with the empty separator, which is a space character. Since str2 does not contain any space characters, the method cannot find a separator. As a result, the entire string str2 is returned as the first element of the tuple, and the second and third elements are empty strings, which are displayed in the output. Python string ends with function returns true, if the given string ends with the specified substring, else returns false. The syntax is str.endswith. Let's see some examples. Example 1. The endswith method is used to check if a string ends with a specified suffix. In example 1, str1 is set to data scientist, and the endswith method is called with the suffix scientist. Since str1 ends with the suffix scientist, the method returns true. Now look at example 2. In this example, the endswith method is called with the suffix data. Since str1 does not end with the suffix data, the method returns false. You can check the output displayed on the console. Python string starts with function returns true, if the given string starts with the specified substring, else returns false. The syntax is str.startswith. Let's see some examples. Example 1. The startswith method is used to check if a string starts with a specified prefix. In example 1, str1 is set to software engineer, and the startswith method is called with the prefix software. Since str1 starts with the prefix software, the method returns true. Example 2. In the second example, the startswith method is called with the prefix engineer. Since str1 does not start with the prefix engineer, the method returns false. You can check the output on the console. In internal storage or memory of the computer, the characters are stored in integer value. A specific value is used for a given character and it is based on ASCII code. Python provides two functions for character encoding: ORD function and CHR function. First, we will learn about the ORD function on the left side of this screen. In ORD function, it returns the ASCII or Unicode or ordinal of the character. Let's see some examples. In the first example, CH is set to uppercase B, and the ORD function is called with CH as the argument. The output is 66, which is the Unicode code point for the character uppercase B. In the second example, CH is set to lowercase m, and the ORD function is called with CH as the argument. The output is 109, which is the Unicode code point for the character lowercase m. In the third example, CH is set to 0, and the ORD function is called with CH as the argument. The output is 48, which is the Unicode code point for the character 0. In the fourth example, CH is set to 9, and the ORD function is called with CH as the argument. The output is 57, which is the Unicode code point for the character 9. You can check the output displayed below. Now, look at the right side of the screen. We will learn about CHR function. The CHR function is used to convert an integer representing a Unicode code point into the corresponding character. Let's see some examples. In the first example, ORD is set to 66, which represents the Unicode code point for the character uppercase B. The CHR function is called with ORD as the argument, resulting in the output uppercase B. In the second example, ORD is set to 109, which represents the Unicode code point for the character lowercase m. The CHR function is called with ORD as the argument, resulting in the output lowercase m. In the third example, ORD is set to 48, which represents the Unicode code point for the character 0. The CHR function is called with ORD as the argument, resulting in the output 0. In fourth example, ORD is set to 57, which represents the Unicode code point for the character 9. The CHR function is called with ORD as the argument, resulting in the output 9. You can check the output displayed below. Thanks for watching. Watch the upcoming videos. Chapter 7, Lists in Python Part 1. Introduction, Creating List, Accessing List Elements, Indexing, Traversing a List, Aliasing, Comparing Lists, Operations on Lists and Practical Implementation. You can check the link in the description box below.